We're live.
Where's Dave at?
Iron Palace Podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Iron Palace Podcast, the world's most anabolic podcast that even a certain famous mouse may listen to.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
I saw the picture. It's proven.
Yeah.
Can't deny it.
How many famous mice are there?
I can name two.
Name three.
Oh, I can come up with three. Four.
I can name three.
I can name four.
Do it. 1,
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
2,
Minnie Mouse.
3.
Mighty Mouse.
Okay.
4, Speedy Gonzales.
5, Jerry.
Ooh, nice.
Tom and Jerry.
What did you think, your dad?
No, I was just like, what?
Jerry's on a mouse. It's my dad.
That's my dad.
It took me a minute on that one. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking Minnie Mouse, so you got me on that one.
Have we,
Where did the cat come from?
It just crawled up here.
Well, there's Kevin.
hey, Kev.
The cat's at the actual guest. It's just the chair.
Yeah, apparently. You know any famous mice?
Mickey Mouse.
You already said
That was
it.
already said. Someone wasn't listening.
Somebody was playing with the cat. Speedy Gonzales' cousin or whatever. Yeah.
Pikachu. Pikachu's a mouse. Pikachu's a mouse Pokemon.
What?
I thought Pikachu was like one of those weird, like, Australian possums or something.
The Pokédex entry for Pikachu, mouse-type Pokemon.
Prove it.
Oh,
I don't
look it up.
I don't think I've ever heard a grown man say the Pokédex.
Stick around, pal. I might learn you something.
That nerd over there in all green.
Hold on. Look, it's even a frequently searched thing. Is Pikachu a mouse? Oh, no, he's a squirrel.
Well, they're both rodents.
Got him.
It says the squirrel, not a mouse or a rabbit.
I would not put. I've never. Does it climb a tree ever?
Yeah. You even watched Pokemon,
Prove
bro? You can prove it.
Never seen one in a tree.
There's lots of them in a tree.
This
Hold
is
on.
great content.
Yeah.
You're the one pushing it. None of this is written down.
I'm trying to channel my inner Dave.
Basil of Baker Street.
Oh,
What?
the Great Mouse Detective.
She used a phone. That's
I
cheating.
did. I looked it up.
Cheating.
Do you even know who that is?
Stuart Little.
Oh, okay. Why did we not think of that?
Wow. Yeah.
Little
Is he
high,
a
little
mouse
low.
or a rat?
He's a mouse.
Okay.
Okay, we got to move on off this mouse.
Think about with Stuart Little, like
Bianca.
the actual kids that didn't get adopted.
But a
and
mouse
a
did?
family got there. Oh, we'll take this mouse home. I mean,
You're just
how
like-
messed up is that?
The parents walk in and just kind of weed through all the children. Like, there he is.
There it is. There's the
Yeah, they went
That's what
to
we want.
they went to an orphanage, not a pet store. But
Yeah.
They somehow left with a pet.
Three blind
A
He
son.
probably would have had a better chance. I mean, he got adopted, so he had his chance. But
I was about to say better
Somewhere
chance. He would have
else.
wound up snake food.
what if they were getting him to feed a boa constrictor?
Yeah. There's no way.
I mean, be honest. If you walk into a pet store and there's a mouse wearing clothes, is that the one that you're gonna buy to feed a snake?
I guarantee
Okay,
somebody would.
I mean, I would buy it not to feed the snake, though. I'd be afraid the snake wouldn't be able to digest the clothes.
Plus, when it talked to you, like that's
I guarantee
it's a
you
money
there-
making
He'd be like,
opportunity.
please don't. I'm like, yeah.
There is. I guarantee there's a redneck in Rockford right now with a pet boa that would go, I'd feed Stuart Little that bad boy.
Does David have any snakes?
No.
Okay.
If David had snakes, I don't know that we'd be friends. I do not like snakes.
The Three Blind Mice.
There was actually a snake hanging out on my gutter
The
last
original
night.
famous mice.
So famous, they just go by mice.
That's the mice to you.
You know, unintentionally, I do think this icebreaker somehow works with this. I don't know. If you could switch lives with any fictional character for a day, who would it be and why? Alex, you're
Oh,
first.
I'm not starting. Give me time to think about it.
Nope, you're first. You've had this whole time to think about it.
I
Stuart
haven't. I didn't
Little.
know the question.
Frodo Baggins.
You went-
But before he leaves the Shire, I'm just chilling in that little mountain house smoking a pipe.
Who?
You're just chilling in the Shire.
Yeah. It's only for a day.
It's true.
I'm just
Oh,
chilling
yeah.
in the Shire.
It's true.
It's not. Yeah, that's not bad.
Nice little warm field. You just go lay outside on the grass. Everything's quiet. You got that nice little
And you're
song
barefoot.
playing in the background.
Barefoot all the time.
Yeah.
I
Not a
think
bad choice, actually.
That's actually got me wanting to go and stay in one of those Hobbit Airbnbs.
I think that there's actually is one locally. It's
Yeah.
Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg. They're all
Yep.
designed the
They look pretty
big
cool.
round doors.
Oh yeah, the ancient lore village.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ancient Lore Village.
Ancient Lore Village. I was just going to say that.
I would imagine that's one of those places. It's probably booked out for several years, I would imagine.
Hold
Unless
on.
it's the middle of winter.
Holland's probably about to book himself a stay right now.
Staying next weekend, boys.
First name Frodo.
That's been the ongoing thing. If we mention a new thing to buy or do, Holland's got it ordered like by the time we get out of here. Oh, I'll go with you.
What's it up before?
There's a lot of potatoes at that dinner, but you get first dinner and second dinner and lunch.
And supper.
And
After,
supper.
afternoon tea. All right, you've had
I
time to
still
think.
don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Boil them, fry them, stick them in a stew.
Who would you pick?
I don't know. I'm the asker, not the answerer.
You gotta answer this one.
Yeah, you've known as an asser, aren't you?
Yes.
You have been an asser in the past.
Yes. Anyways, Holland.
Let's see here. For
I think whenever I was thinking about this, I wasn't really focused on for a day part.
yeah.
So now that's really changed the game.
Yeah, because I mean, how cool would it be to be Harry Potter for a day? You know,
But the day you get's when he's still stuck underneath the stairs.
Yeah. That would 100% be my luck.
or
Yeah.
one of those times that Voldemort had. You know,
Yeah, you're just right in the middle of a fight scene. That's all you get.
You come right whenever he's about to Avada Kedavra you, like, you're just like, oh, this is the day I get.
oh great.
Okay, which one's the
Wonderful.
superior story? Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's not even
Lord
a
of the Rings.
competition.
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not on the podcast.
That's what I was going to say. Like, that's an obvious answer.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, which is better?
Harry Potter.
you're wrong. You've never been more wrong in your life. We're 3-1 right now. So wrong. 4-1.
See? Have you
Daddy
even,
said it, so.
have you even seen Lord of the... Did you say Daddy?
Daddy.
Don't call him Daddy in this room ever again.
What up, Daddy?
Anyways. Have you even seen Lord of the Rings?
So.
Question answer.
I think so. Well,
If you
yeah.
say I think so, you haven't
But,
seen it.
yeah.
that pause was enough.
Listen, just the scene...
Is that dude with the dude with the floppy ears?
What?
That's Dumbo.
That's an elephant.
Like, no, he's like my precious dude. He's got,
Okay.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
That dude doesn't have
He
ears.
doesn't have ears, but yes, that's correct.
Let's hear your Smeagol impression.
Oh, yeah, we're all doing that. But you're first. As soon as you breathe.
If you don't breathe, you will die.
you got to have air.
You got to do it.
I'm going to move your drink.
Even Harry Potter can't go without air.
Oh, there it is. Whew, I was actually getting worried for a second.
So if this is on a podcast, is this considered cyberbullying?
Hold on, let's keep staring. It's only getting better.
But is it considered cyberbullying, or is this just normal bullying?
well, it's
I like to call it hazing.
yeah, it's much more.
Oh, we'll wait.
This,
This is great for the people that are watching. The people that are just listening are
They're like,
very confused.
Well, if you're listening, you should be a watcher.
they're like, they just made this girl cry.
is that a laugh or sobbing?
It's
Yes.
kind of both.
The answer is yes.
I don't even know what this question. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to do a Smeagol impersonation. That's it. Or impression, whatever you want to call it.
My precious.
I don't think she's seen the movies.
I'm not buying it.
tricksy hobbitses.
Stupid fat hobbits.
That would be one Samwise Gamgee.
That was my favorite scene. And as soon as you did the chop them up, stick them in a stew, I was like, oh, yeah.
The least favorite scenes when they throw the bread off the cliff. That looked like some good bread.
Yeah.
I always thought that.
I'm like, what?
It looked more like a cracker, but man, I bet it would be good in a soup.
I think it was an elven loaf.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
called it a loaf.
What was it? Lambus bread?
Lambdas bread. That's it.
Sure.
Like one bite was supposed to fill you up like a week's worth of food.
Yeah, and they're like, how many have you had? And
He goes over and brushes the crumbs off Sam's.
yeah.
What's this?
And then things got real sad because they kicked Sam out of the party.
It did.
But he comes back.
What's that character's name?
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
We've talked about several at this point.
The My Precious one.
That's Schmeagol. Actually,
Or
that
Gollum.
one's Gollum.
Yeah.
I thought his name started like with a D.
That's because you haven't seen the movies.
A D?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of Dumbledore? Because that's still the wrong
No.
thing.
Yeah, Dobby.
That's Harry
Still the
Potter.
wrong thing.
That's Harry Potter.
Dobby's got the floppy
Yeah,
ears.
Dobby's got
Yeah.
Dolby, the free elf.
Master has given Dobby clothes.
Wait a minute. So what that actually means? So what that actually means is she was thinking that Lord of the Rings was actually Harry Potter. So she was making the argument that Harry Potter was a better movie than Harry Potter.
Oh, God, I can't do
Which
this
goes
again.
to my argument of Lord of the Rings is the better movie.
Lord of the Rings is definitely
story.
better.
Moving
Now,
on.
what'd you guys think of The Hobbit, though?
I liked it.
I was disappointed.
I didn't like it.
I thought they lost track of the story to show off their 3D technology,
They made
I
up a
definitely
lot
agree
of
with that.
stuff.
and it bugged me.
I think the thing that bugged me the most, and this kind of doesn't have anything to do with what this podcast normally is, but for those
Nothing
that
we've
actually
talked about is actually it's on brand. We don't really.
that's fair.
Yeah.
But for those that actually read the books at all, and I'm not normally the guy that's like the book's so much better. They
You
took the
are. You
only
are that
for
guy.
Lord of the Rings.
You
Only
are
for
that
Lord
guy.
of the Rings.
Well,
But they took the shortest book in the entire thing and turned it
made
into
it-
3 5-hour movies.
yeah,
Okay, but
But
just
left so much out of the original trilogy.
yeah,
correct. But there's also been cases. I'm glad they did. Like me and Jake talked about the other day. Whenever they made the movie and they cut out the whole like 10 chapters of Frodo just
All
walking
I'm
to Bree,
saying-
I'm glad they cut that out.
Tom Bombadil got shafted.
True.
My man Tom got shafted.
yeah.
You know who that is?
Nope.
That's
What
because he
are you
wasn't in the
talking about?
movie.
Oh, okay.
Well, she hasn't seen the movie. She thought Dobby was from friggin' Lord of the Rings.
Okay, it's Dobby. First of all, put some respect on his name.
Some respect.
I have no
He
respect for a
sacrificed
Dobby.
his life, bruh. She came down in a bubble, Doug.
I mean, did he sacrifice his life or did he make up for the sock he got? It might have been an even trade. Technically, he got his life and then gave his life, so that's net even.
It's not true. He didn't. He was still alive whenever he got his
But
life.
he got his life and then he gave his life. Net even.
Nah. I wouldn't call them giving him a sock a sacrifice.
Well,
Even.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm so
freedom.
confused.
So I think really what would make it net even is if he gave himself back up to servitude.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But is living in servitude actually living?
Yeah.
Or did he
Good call.
just get
Yeah.
his life?
Well, it depends.
I mean,
I
so
think it
that
depends
was
on the
his
servitude.
life.
Yeah, that's like what's that quote? If you're willing to give up freedom for safety, then you deserve neither.
Yes. And that's typically talking about the government, which I am not allowed to talk about.
Oh,
Government boy.
government boy.
But to channel my inner David, it's the ones that aren't in uniform you got to worry about, Caleb.
Yeah.
I'm so lost.
Government boy.
All right, well, let's bring this back. What's your fictional character you want to be for a day?
Disgust from Inside Out.
Disgust?
You want to be the emotion?
Elaborate?
Oh,
Disgust.
the green one?
Yeah.
That checks out. That makes sense to
I
me.
kind of want to hear some elaboration here.
Yeah, I haven't.
Why?
I haven't seen the
Oh,
movie, so I don't know.
I don't know. Well, first of all, you can control somebody's head, and like I would.
Okay, I would like to
back
have
in
a
Adobe
giant
situation.
person robot that I could control.
It's like there's a whole control.
That's your. Why is that your first reason?
Don't they?
Fun.
They
Like,
all
can
control the head.
everything.
So why that particular emotion?
That's a good point.
I don't know. She's just cool.
If you've seen the movie, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because I've seen 1 and 2, and it makes sense.
I haven't seen two yet.
It's good.
I was picturing Men in Black when the dude's head opens up and the little alien was inside controlling him. You know?
Yeah.
I think Caleb's just agreeing because he's also all in green today.
Yeah.
It's just because.
Quit flexing your pecs. Nobody's looking.
Not true. The camera's looking. Boom, boom, boom.
If it was on you.
It was. I saw it.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Oh, goody.
Oh wow.
So anyway,
So yeah. So
I think it's just me and you that haven't answered this question, and I don't know. I don't know that I have a better answer than Jake's Frodo.
yeah.
Like that's pretty. I don't know.
I don't know. Like if I could pick the day with
Yeah.
Harry Potter, like the day that the first time that he rides the Hogwarts Express, how cool would
Yeah.
that be?
I would say the first day you fly on a broom if I were to go with that
Oh,
I
one.
was going
yeah.
to say, if you're doing riding, I would probably
first-
want to do the broom because that's like the.
Yep.
I'd imagine that's the motorcycle.
I'm like,
of-
drop me in the first Quidditch match.
I figured it out.
I don't know if I want my first time flying
I'm gonna learn on the fly.
to be in competition.
I want to be the guy from How to Train Your Dragon. Pet freaking dragon, dude, for a day, bruh. And I don't even got to learn how to fly it. It flies.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as I'm not flying like the main one.
Yeah.
Now his day is the day when he loses his leg.
Yeah, that
That's
was
your day for sure.
Again, we're going to go into the assumption that we picked the day.
You had to look up Frodo.
Yes, I did.
That's so sad.
I didn't know what that was.
All right, so we're going to have a
We need a new
podcast
guest.
marathon.
We need a new guest.
All right, switch with your dad.
Yeah.
Alan, you're subbing in.
All right, so now that we've finally got off this topic,
Have we?
Who'd you pick?
I just said How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh,
What's his name? Finn? I want to say
Yeah.
Finn. Is that right?
I like to think.
What, have you not seen How to Train Your
Finn
Dragon
Rider.
either?
I've
Yeah.
seen it. I just don't.
I like to think that Caleb actually wants to be the dragon, not the rider.
That's still awesome. What do you? Why is that supposed to be
He
a bad
definitely.
thing?
I didn't say it was. I just would picture you more as a toothless than a Finn.
I would agree with that.
I want to be Shrek.
Why are you scaring
I'm
me?
in my swamp and don't bother me.
I kind of like that idea. Yeah.
Honestly, not a bad one.
Yeah.
Think of all the boulders that are around there.
Caleb is definitely
real?
your donkey.
If you think I'm a donkey over Dave, you're wrong.
Dave's not here.
But either way, I mean, I'll take it.
I love
Flying, talking donkey, I'm
And
down.
in the morning, he's making waffles.
We'll stay up late, swapping manly stories. In the morning, I'm making waffles. You know, I'm gonna be honest though. These next 3 topics, I kind of pulled, not expecting Alex to be here. So,
It's all locker room talk.
it's
Earmuffs,
no,
Alex.
no, it's not like that. It's stuff I know she's not gonna know about.
You didn't know about the last topic.
So to carry that on, since the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight got not canceled, but Mike Tyson had to bow out, now there's Mike Perry stepping in.
Oh yeah.
You can't just switch in another mic.
They did.
But Platinum Mike Perry's a pretty tough dude.
I know. I got
How
excited.
long has he been training?
I don't really know much about Mike Perry, so
Me neither.
I just seen that they've scheduled this up today. So
What was the reason for backing out? I've not been following it
ulcers?
as close.
I have
They claim
speculations.
it was
Yeah,
ulcers.
they're saying they had a ulcer flare up that caused stomach issues.
He's scared.
I don't think he's scared.
I don't think he has that emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Tyson. That part fell.
I'm pretty sure, like, if you were to put this in inside out terms, whatever emotion that would be up there got beat up and kicked out.
Yeah, it's not in the body anymore.
No, it's not there. So, but yeah, they're claiming ulcer issues.
I mean, he is not young,
No,
and he's also been not great to his body.
I think they messed up his PEDs.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I really think that. I think he got on some stuff, whether it be PEDs or he got on something to get back in shape for this fight.
He didn't take enough milk thistle.
And yeah, he needs some oregano or whatever that woman told us to use.
Ma'am, I don't take anything more than 3 syllables.
He didn't wear enough gear to the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. His shorts were shorter than mine.
I don't know if that's possible. They're
Have you
not
seen-
shorts anymore. That's a thong.
Have you seen him?
He was wearing them Daisy Dukes.
Dude, he's wearing those ones like from Rocky. Like,
He's like, these are the ones that I originally trained in.
A little bit of under cheek there.
These are my lucky shorts.
I hope Mike Tyson hears this and calls us out big time. We are all going to die.
As long as he doesn't want to fight.
Yes. And if he does, I'm going to need some money.
Yeah.
I've already had my jaw broke once. I don't need to do it again.
So how much money would it take for you to take off full force Mike Tyson right
So
to
I
the
can
forehead?
say this in theory that I can say, oh, $1 million, I'll do it. But like if someone just like set a cool like couple grand in front of me and says, this is yours.
Well, just remember, there's going to be medical bills
Well,
involved.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I got really good insurance.
Yeah, I was like,
Well, so here's the deal. It's got to be cash plus medical expenses. Because there's going to be medical
Well,
expenses.
right. But that's what I'm saying. Like if they just set some bills in front of me, money talks more than just my theory crafting. So
yeah. Yeah, because I mean, it would be shockingly small. The amount of money that it
like
would really
sitting
take.
here, yeah, I'll be like, $1 million at least. But like he puts a couple thou in
There's
front of me.
$2,000 right
Colin's
there.
over here like $20 is $20.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
Like if medical
I've done
expenses-
worse for less.
If medical expenses are covered, then I'm up $20. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. So like you slide some cash in front of me, I'm like,
I mean,
all right, bet.
Medical expenses and short-term disability because you're not working while you're healing up.
Again, I got really good insurance. So.
and the story afterward is going to be worth way more than that.
Yeah.
The
Do
intrinsic
you know how
value
good?
of it.
You know how awesome that'd be for the podcast?
Do you think you get to keep the tooth he knocks
I would
out?
say we're definitely the world's most anabolic podcast now.
Now I sound like this because Mike knocked all my teeth out.
He knocked all my teeth out, and I don't want to get them fixed, so that I talk like him now.
I haven't got the implant yet.
How much money would it take you to get punched by Mike
Do you know
Tyson?
who Mike Tyson is?
Yes.
Okay.
2 seconds ago, you didn't know what Lord of the Rings was.
Yeah. It's been a running
Different.
topic.
I watch shows about like vampires. and
What does that have to
dating
do with Mike
shows.
Tyson?
Okay, what shows about vampires do you watch?
Twilight and Vampire Diaries.
I'm muting you.
Alan, you're subbing in. We need an Alan stat.
I got little Alan.
We need a bigger Alan.
We're gonna need a bigger Alan. All right, next topic. Since she doesn't know anymore.
How much money would it take?
Oh yeah.
10 grand.
Cool.
I still say at the end
I
of the
feel like
day,
that's
Cool.
I feel like that'd be worth it.
That's yeah.
realistically,
I mean,
if
even
somebody
me and
drops,
you just said like $2,000 and we're down.
So
you can say $2,000, but if somebody drops $600 cash in front of
Oh,
you
yeah,
and says,
that's
"Take
my
a
point.
punch,"
like when you said $20,
Yeah,
I'd be like,
one punch.
Yeah, that's like if I'm selling something. If someone offers me half the price, but it's cash, I'm like, I mean,
I mean, like I would like if say I'm at a gym, Mike's in there sparring, and they're like, "Hey, you want to get geared up and go around?"
have you seen how hard he
I
punches
might
a
get in there and
bag?
do it. You know,
Like just holding the gloves for him, you're going to be sore the next day.
bet your hands smoke and you take them off.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, if Eddie Hall fights Mariusz Pudzianowski, who you think's going to win?
so did Pudzianowski is the guy that beat up the mafia dude, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been fighting. Like he quit World's Strongest Man to go do MMA.
And Eddie Hall beat up 2 midgets.
I was going to say he just had a fight with 2 guys.
That's what started the whole talk. Like this is actually in talks right now.
Yeah.
This is why I brought this up. Like after he beat up the 2 little guys, then he called out specifically Mariusz Pudzianowski. So
I think he ought to do a rematch with Thor first and see how he does there.
I would be interested to see the MMA fight of that instead of boxing. I don't think that it would be different,
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Unless
I think in boxing your
Thor's got no ground game.
yeah.
Does Thor get to bring his hammer?
True. But like in boxing, I feel like if you've got the longer wingspan, then it's more of an advantage than it is in MMA.
Right, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
in MMA, you can just
take a shot.
right.
You can overcome reach, but
Yeah.
if all you're allowed to do is hit with your fists,
You're
reach is a big deal.
yep. So I would be interested to see that rematch, although I don't think it's going to happen.
Right. Yeah, I don't. Thor's not interested.
No. Yeah, he's bulking up right now. He's getting big.
Which means that cardio's going down.
I know he said that a couple of years ago, before he tore his pec, he was wanting to set the new all-time powerlifting record and take back his strongman records, which he came back pretty decisively.
Yeah.
With,
He took his milk thistle.
he did, and oregano, I think, peppermint oil. But didn't he do the Arnold Classic? And he smoked that one. Yep. Yeah, which was pretty funny because it was shortly after we were on here talking about.
That's what these two did together.
I know.
Yeah. See, us, Thor, Eddie Hall, we're the only ones that have deadlifted
Yep,
over
ever.
700 pounds.
I will say, since I learned what a deadlift and squat suit is, a lot of the like influencers online have gotten a whole lot less impressive.
See, that's why
It is still impressive. Don't get me wrong. They're still moving a lot of weight. But
Yeah.
if you know what to look for, there's a big difference seeing somebody walk up just clean and doing something and then seeing like, oh, that's a funny looking sleeve coming out from under.
Well, that's like so the all-time two-man deadlift record is, I think we've talked about it before, is Eddie Hall and Mark Felix for 1900 something.
Is that equipped or unequipped?
That's equipped. That's what I'm saying. It's with a suit with straps, and I'm pretty sure they used an elephant deadlift bar.
Yeah.
So it's longer. So I was like, I mean, it doesn't make it less impressive. It just makes it not equatable to what we're doing.
Right.
So
The only thing that kills me about the equipped versus unequipped is when people try to act like it's unequipped and just kind of ignore the
Yeah,
fact.
they just say, I bench 800.
It's like,
no.
no, you didn't.
You bench 800 equipped.
Yeah, if you put 800 on the bar right now, I bet you don't budget off the J cups. Like,
I bet you can't even unrack it by yourself.
yep. So, no, I feel like now it's misleading.
Yeah, I feel like you need to include that you did it in a bench shirt or a squat suit.
Yep.
Yeah, because we know certain people that hold records and whatnot that when they tell you that number, it's like, wow, that's
Alex.
impressive. It is Alex.
Yeah.
But then when you realize that, oh,
There's a
wait, that was equipped, and you're like, it's still impressive, but
There's a
not
reason
nearly
she-
as.
There's a reason she only lifts in the singlets because she's got a squat suit under it.
Yeah, she's got a hot
Her singlet
squat
actually is a
suit.
squat suit.
I knew it.
What's
wanna
the
go back
over
to-
under on her knowing what a squat suit is? The look says it's the over.
Yeah.
If I were her, I'd say no too. If that's what I was lifting in.
I don't know what that is.
Vain
All right,
ignorance.
Well, larger news. That's more. Well, it's not really local anymore. Tennessee baseball team winning the national championship.
Yeah.
I'm not into baseball, but that is still pretty freaking cool.
the thing
so.
about this season was not only was like I'm not even a big baseball guy, but it was fun to watch, and it was more than just a national championship. They're the first team in college baseball history to have at least 5 guys with 20-plus home runs.
Yeah.
SEC regular season champs, SEC tournament champs. They set several records at the College World Series. The first guy in years to run an actual cycle. I mean, it was not your kind of cycle.
I was supposed to run a cycle.
No. Baseball terms. Look it up.
Wait a minute.
Mark McGuire?
Wait, it was one of
Measure his forearms.
it was one of those seasons that it was fun all the way through. It wasn't just like a Cinderella story where they came through and got hot at the end. It was a legitimate fun season to watch all the way through that just got capped off with the
Whoa.
big win at
Crazy.
the end.
Yeah, that's I'm not a baseball fan really at all, except for Tennessee baseball this season. Like
They were good enough and fun enough this season that they made people that don't typically watch the sport want to watch the sport.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see pictures of downtown Knoxville last night?
gosh.
Oh yeah,
You
it's crazy.
couldn't get near the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were people going out just standing because I think the feels like was in the hundreds last night, and you're surrounded by that many bodies, and people were just so hyped up about it. They were like, yeah, this is worth it. This hospital visit's worth it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been since 98 since we got to celebrate something other than we had a big bowl victory.
We beat Alabama.
We made it to the Elite Eight again. We made it to the College World Series.
Or like Butch Jones, we're champions of life.
Golly, I don't even.
I was like, really? I mean, if that's the best that you've got, just keep your mouth shut.
I supported him for longer than I should have.
Well,
and I still say that I do like his record against Georgia.
Yeah.
And somewhere he does have a brick that's made up of Nick Chubb's ground up kneecap. But
yeah,
when we started getting to the point where we're like, we're losing every game, but we're still champions of life.
yeah,
Nah, that's not a winning mentality.
yeah. At some point, you got to be like, man, we got to get in gear and do what it takes to win games.
That's one of the things you can actually appreciate about high level coaches like a Nick Saban. Like, there weren't any excuses. Even if you made it to the national championship, if you lost, it wasn't, hey guys, we made it here. It was, no, we got to do better next year because we didn't meet the expectation.
Yeah, it wasn't like, hey, yeah, you guys did great. No, it was like, yeah, you guys failed. You know,
I am interested to see that dynamic this year. No more Nick Saban in the SEC.
Oh yeah,
like I've got friends that are actual Alabama fans that went there, they're alumni, and they were kind of fans before Alabama really became Alabama. And they said for the first time they're actually excited to watch a season because they're not just guaranteed to go into every single game and win. Like they actually get to remember what being a fan is like and going into a game with some uncertainty.
I'm going to kind of miss it when I fill out my college football boards because every time
That was your give me?
every time Alabama came up, I'm like, oh, yep, Alabama. I got that one. You know, there's a win.
Dibs.
Yeah.
All right. Holland, you got an ad?
I do. And it's for NutriFit. Ta-da.
Wow.
No.
Get ad over.
No.
That was the best ad I've ever heard.
Thank you. I worked very hard on that
Come
one.
up with that all on your own?
I did.
You didn't use Chat GBT?
No, not this time.
I think we should go from that to the next one is just him dry scooping carnage
Yeah.
in the room.
Yeah, otherwise you'll look like, I don't know.
Yep.
The thought escaped me as soon as I said it, so
A good callback.
Thoughts are hard.
I remembered eventually. Anyways, proceed.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I get asked often about what supplements I take or what pre-workouts I use or whatever. And
Milk
for the
thistle.
other than milk thistle, for the longest time my answer was, well, I don't take pre-workout. I never liked any of them. After Jack 3D, they changed the formula a bit. There wasn't anything that was out there that didn't make me jittery or upset to my stomach or whatever. But now I've got a new answer to that, and that I do take a pre-workout, and it's from NutriFit, the Carnage, and it's the best that I've been able to find. And I've tried tons of them over the years, trying to replicate a good pre-workout. So,
Which is true, because since I've known you, I don't think I've seen you actively use a pre-workout.
yeah, no, because they're up until you had well, actually it was you. You're the one that had it on hand, that the NutriFit Carnage, and yeah, I tried it out and I was like, oh wow, this actually worked well, and so now I'm sold.
Do you say we got something for Focus? Because she's having a hard time over there.
Alex needs a scoop of it. It would do her a lot of good. She should go to NutriFit.com and use promo code CalebCDay.
I think everybody in here actually does. That's a product that we all use. I use it every morning before I work out.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Symbiote does have caffeine.
Symbiote is the one that is wow.
Yeah, it's not
Symbiote will make you smell colors.
Symbiote
and see
is
sounds.
475. Carnage is 400.
Carnage is like the middle. Then you've got the no stem,
There is a
and
no
then
stem, yeah.
you've got the Symbiote, which is oh no.
which is oh no,
Why is it oh no?
because you can see.
So
colors.
I used to
Say
think
sea color.
colors,
you can in fact see colors.
smell colors,
I've always been one of those people that
That'd be
and
fun.
hear sounds.
I drink one of these going to the gym with Carnage.
Well, hold on. We're not sponsored by that, so.
Yeah, get that out of here.
This is 200.
could be,
Get
could
that.
be.
Well, no, we're not yet. So.
But could be. But I've found out that there's a fine line between caffeine giving you focus and then caffeine ruling your world. And the difference is Carnage and Symbiote.
Yeah, the
Carnage is great. I love it.
The
I've
difference
tried-
is if you use Symbiote, don't try to do anything that requires precision.
Fine motor skills go away.
Yeah, like I had a soldering class at work where I had to solder these tiny little components on a circuit board, and I actually was running late that day, so I have still on my pre-workout. Normally, I'll take my pre-workout fasted, or at the time I was working out in the mornings, so I take my pre-workout fasted in the mornings, and then I'd eat and drink on my way to work, and then I'd be fine. I'd level out. I didn't do that day because I was running late, so I showed up to this class still on Symbiote. My hands were shaking so bad that even the instructor said, "Which one's shaking worse?" I said, "They're both bad."
So speaking of that, have you ever seen like competitive paintball players? You know how they sit there and
Oh yeah, they do the little.
you think Symbiote would make it better or worse? Because you don't really
Worse.
have fine motor skills, but you're also just kind of.
I'm going to say worse because now your rhythm is off. I feel like this is more of a rhythm
That's fair.
and not so much a spasmatic thing.
But the Carnage is fantastic.
I love the Carnage. And all the flavors are
Every
great.
day. Oh yeah, I've not had one that's not been good.
I haven't tried. There's only one flavor I haven't tried, and that's the was it the cinnamon mango?
Now see, that seems odd.
Sounds disgusting.
That's not something that I would try, but I would imagine if you like that, it's a very good version of that.
Simmer down.
Yeah. So
delish.
Well,
delish.
Better.
I don't know. That's kind of like a spicy sweet combination, so it might not be that bad.
That's why I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
And all the other flavors are good, so I've got no reason to believe that it is also not good. Or it is not.
What's your
also
favorite
good.
flavor so far?
Um,
It's gonna be Alien Pop, isn't it?
no, Alien Pop's my second. First is the Psychopath Punch.
I don't think I've had that one.
That one is.
They do a good version of the flavor that every pre-workout does, the Rocket Pop version. I don't
It's
remember
actually
what
not
their-
bad.
Yeah, I don't remember what their exact
I don't either. But
name
yeah,
for it is, but
normally-
that's what it is. It's the Rocket
Normally,
Pop
I don't
flavor.
like that flavor, but that
Normally
one,
it's too chemically,
Yeah.
but theirs is actually pretty good.
I like it. But I like the Alien Pop is my second favorite because it's good, but it's also not like a overbearing flavor.
It's probably the most sour.
I like it because like if there's too much flavor, I kind of feel sick. I don't really have that with NutriFit, but primarily the Alien Pop, it's a very, I think, tame flavor.
Yeah, I normally use that one because I also take carb powder with my pre-workout, and those two flavors seem to mix the best of all of them.
I like that we really got into the etiquette of flavors of pre-workout.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Alan just dry scoops all of them.
Yeah, Alan's over here dry scooping and then chasing it with a Red Bull like a man.
We're not sponsored by that.
Chasing it with a
Water.
nondescript energy drink
Chasing
like
it
a
with
man.
tap water.
We're not sponsored by tap water either.
But tap water's free out of this.
No,
That's
it's not.
free,
You're
but-
paying for it.
So, do you know Walter Strickland?
Yeah, I know
Waltzilla.
of him. Yes.
Yeah. So, I don't.
We need to get him on the podcast. Why not thought of that yet?
Yeah, we do.
Anyways, go ahead.
And I can't remember if I've met him at a competition or we're just friends on Facebook because of Strongman.
I think that's how I met him. I know I've not met him.
Yeah, but he had posted a thing. I can't remember the clothing company, but he was like reaching out, trying to get sponsors or trying to be like get an athlete code or whatever. And dude replied back that I only want attractive people wearing my clothes, and buddy, you don't fit the bill. I was like, ouch.
That is both good and bad marketing.
I mean, a simple no would have worked.
Yeah, why'd you have to attack my man's like that? That being said,
Don't wear it. Don't tag me. Don't hashtag my company.
that being said, I mean, we'll take a discount code to a clothing company.
Yeah.
But Caleb's not allowed to wear it.
Unless they think I'm attractive. I mean,
Caleb's not allowed to wear it.
money talks.
Yeah. But yeah, Waltzilla, be on the podcast, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, since you haven't talked much, what's a topic you want to discuss?
Yeah, Alex. What you got going on?
Has anybody else noticed that one of her headphones is all the way back and one of them is on her
My
cheek?
ears.
One of them's on her ear and one of them's on her face.
Yeah, one's on a cheek. Everybody just stare until she says something.
Yeah. You got anything interesting going on?
What's floating around up there in Alex's world?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Got any,
She's just here for the cats.
got any competitions you're getting ready for?
The one in August.
Oh yeah, at the Strength Expo.
Yep. 17th.
Hey,
Wow, that's better than Dave. It took Dave like 5 weeks to remember it.
I have not trained for that one whatsoever.
Me
I'm just
neither.
doing my normal training.
I've started working in the people's deadlift.
I should probably at least try Hackendenny. Or I mean,
I'll be honest with you. I
the
thought I was going to
Hackenschmidt
do.
press.
I thought I was going to do pretty bad at that one. It actually went okay.
I'm definitely raising my Hackenschmidt.
Bench presses
Yeah.
tends to be my not so great lift.
Me too. That's why I'm right here with you.
But I'm expecting my people's deadlift to be all right.
Yeah, Caleb at the Hackendenny was going to open at like 225.
275.
Like at 225, and
His first set was 185. 225 was his second attempt for sure.
Yeah, I wound up doing warm ups, and I thought that felt better than it should have.
you ended up attempting what?
350,
Yeah, it went from like
315 to 350.
he went from like hoping that he would get 300 to like yeah, I'm gonna try 350.
The problem with Hackenschmidt is my bench tends to be more chest dominant, and
And that takes all of it out.
that takes like the weak point of my bench press is the tricep,
You'll be
and
fine.
that's all tricep.
In the words of a great wise man, it'll buff.
Yeah, that's what I did. When I bench press, it's usually chest. When I went wide, it went up a lot easier.
Do that.
I do a wide grip.
She has world records, so I'd listen to her.
I mean, I think everybody in here has world records right now. She probably has the most, but I think we all have world records.
I think so.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, we may be the podcast, not only the most anabolic podcast, but the podcast with the most world records.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Brian Shaw has a podcast.
Probably not.
Hey,
We'll say probably not,
Brian,
but maybe.
Brian Shaw can only hold so many individual records. There's,
You know
There's
what? You're
5
right.
people in this room.
Dang it, you're right.
yeah.
We are the podcast of the most world records.
Unconfirmed.
They're confirmed.
I mean, but
unconfirmed that we have the most.
No, it's confirmed.
Pinch poke. He owes me a Coke.
So,
I think it's the couch.
so
The couch does this.
I got to get the Dave back in the room. I'm filling in. I'm not a guest today. I'm the Dave.
okay. So, Alex, got any dogs?
I do have a dog.
We're not doing this again.
So you're saying it helps with focus.
So, you have a topic you want to talk about, or do I just need to move on to the next one?
There's still nothing up here, so.
So which one's better, Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter?
Who would win
Harry Potter.
Who would
Yeah.
win in
I'm
a
not
fight?
changing my vote.
Who
Alan,
would
you
win
need
in
to
a
take.
fight? Gollum or Dobby?
Ooh, Gollum for sure.
Oh, nah. I was about to say,
Yeah.
Dobby's got magic. Gollum really ain't got nothing other than
Hey, he's
dull
wiry.
teeth.
I don't know. He's known to rip
He's
out
wiry.
throats with his teeth.
Well, yeah, but Dobby,
Yeah.
Dobby's. I'm gonna have to go Dobby. However, that being said, actually, I was gonna say
No, let's say that this is right after he steals the ring. So now he's also got. If we're gonna do magic, he's got to have at least the ring advantage. So now he's invisible and he's got razor sharp teeth.
Are they razor sharp?
I mean, they're sharp enough.
They're
He
both
took off
invisible.
Frodo's
How are
finger
they gonna
with
find
a-
each other?
Nibble.
They're just going to yell at each other. If I find you, I'm going to kill you.
That's possible. Okay, what about Dumbledore, Gandalf?
Gandalf.
Really?
Yeah.
He took down a Balrog.
Dumbledore.
Single-handedly took down a Balrog
Solid point, but
as the gray and then came back as the white, more powerful.
I would say Gandalf the Gray versus Dumbledore. I'm gonna go Dumbledore. Gandalf the White. I'm gonna have to go with Gandalf the White.
He was gray when he took down the Balrog.
Right, but
Did kill him.
it did kill him. He didn't technically take it down. He killed both of them.
But
I don't think he actually died. He just went into a
well,
trance.
yeah, how was it?
He landed on that
He
mountain.
passed through time and space and all.
At what point do you call that dying?
Yeah.
And when life stops.
If he went through time and space, time stopped. He died.
So Alan's homework is to make sure she sees the 3 best movies
I'm
that have ever
saying
been
podcast
filmed.
marathon. Everybody's watching Lord of the Rings.
Live stream it.
I'm pretty sure I've seen like parts of them, and then I get bored and go to a different
How
room.
do you get bored?
They have some of the best fight scenes in cinema.
I mean, the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Oh.
Come on.
Greatest.
But not this day.
Such a great fight scene.
Yeah, 'cause I'm pretty sure Isaiah and Dad will be in the living room like chilling, and I'll be in there like eating, and then I'm like, yeah, this is boring. I'm gonna head to bed.
I like Legolas and Aragorn. They're arguing, and they're talking Elvish, and then just the only thing that he says in English or in the middle tongue or whatever is, "Well, then I shall die as one of them." And everybody's like, "Oh, die."
Wait a minute.
That's what y'all were talking about?
Who said anything about dying?
When Legolas single-handedly takes down that entire elephant
Yep.
and the big crowd on his back, that still only counts as one.
Dude, Gimli, I've never resonated with a character so much in my life. Especially whenever he says, "We're not runners." I was like, oh boy, you're my guy.
Which is funny because he's a
Toss
dwarf
me.
and you're a giant.
That is kind of funny. But he does play a dwarf.
I play a
Something else.
I play a dwarf in a lot of things. Like any RPG I've ever played that's like medieval type stuff, I've always played a dwarf.
We would get to hear another story about a dwarf, but somebody's taking forever to edit episode 2.
Our editor is really behind. I need to talk to him about that.
Yeah, I need to get.
Need to give him a pay raise. What we need.
Double it. Double his pay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 0 times 0 is still 0. So
Well, you're not doubling it by 0. 0 times 2 is still 0.
okay, either way. So I don't so much have a story today as much as I have. I mean, I've kind of always wondered it, so I looked it up.
All right.
Story time.
So I guess one of your hints is it's one of the more popular workouts around a certain time of the year.
Oh, the Murph.
It's the Murph.
Oh, I was going to be a P90X.
P90X always starts January 1st. It's done by January 2nd or 3rd. So the Murph workout is a CrossFit hero workout of the day named in honor of Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy, a Navy SEAL who was killed in Afghanistan on June 28th, 2005. He was posthumously awarded the
Posthumously.
a Medal of Honor for his actions during Operation Red Wings.
He died for your freedom.
What?
I don't know what's happening. Please tell us more about this American.
So
hero.
Lieutenant Murphy was known as Murph to his friends. It was known for his dedication to physical fitness. One of his favorite workouts was originally called body armor because he would perform it wearing a 20-pound vest or body armor, hence the flak jacket.
Mm-hmm.
The workout consists of 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, 1 mile run. It is often done while wearing a 20-pound weighted vest or body armor. Its inception into CrossFit was after Murphy's death. The CrossFit named the workout Murph in his honor. It became one of the hero workout of the days, which are workouts created to honor fallen military service members and first responders. The Memorial Day tradition is it is traditionally performed on Memorial Day by CrossFit athletes in gyms across the United States as a way to honor the fallen and to remember Murphy's sacrifice. It has become a significant event in the CrossFit community, symbolizing resilience, perseverance, and dedication.
He was a hero.
I need a hero. The Murph workout serves as a tribute to Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy's legacy, embodying his spirit and commitment to fitness and honoring all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice.
And like, what gets me is that was his favorite workout. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, like,
Whenever I read that earlier, I was like, "Who is this person?"
Corey,
No, he was a SEAL.
yeah, he was hard. Yeah,
He was a SEAL,
I mean,
I will say the
which
one.
means he was actually a captain. Lieutenant is what they call their captains.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
huh?
But
I didn't know that.
Means he was an 03, not an 01 or 2.
what I think is cool is that like strength community or fitness community collectively all hate CrossFit.
Yeah,
However, also collectively across all sports can agree that Murph is the Memorial Day workout.
yeah.
No matter how much everyone hates.
Hot take. I don't like the Murph.
No one likes the Murph. I'm just saying it is agreed upon that that's like the tradition.
It is the traditional workout. It's
Right.
Well, and it's the only CrossFit workout that I know the name of.
Yep. Like I used to
There
know.
are very mixed feelings about the Murph in the military community.
I have no mixed feelings about it. I think that the
In
workout
the
itself
active community.
sucks.
Only because, and this is probably a hot take, but for a lot of people, the Murph has kind of lost its meaning and it's become more of just like a social event. And people just go to it to post their times and do all this, and they kind of have lost what it was meant to represent and like
Kind of like
memorialize
Christmas.
I was
it.
about
Not
to
too
say-
commercialized.
I was about to say that argument could be made for just about everything.
That is true. I think you see that more in the side of the military who actually has lost fellow service members.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys, I've done it in the past, but a lot of guys will make up their own memorial workouts to kind of remember somebody they've lost. And depending on where you stand with it, some people like to go to those more so because like there's actually a name and face that goes with what you're doing.
I'm gonna say
But again, that's probably a little bit of a hot take
I'm gonna tell y'all right
just
now.
from personal experiences.
After I pass, if y'all decide to name a workout and do it in my remembrance, squat, bench, deadlift, max in one day. That's what I want.
And I did one for a buddy that
Okay.
we lost back in 23, early 23. That Memorial Day, we did one for him, and
The
running,
Murph, or you did a different workout?
we did a different one. We made up one for him, and it was excruciating. I think the running at the end of it equivalated to almost a half marathon. It was like 13 miles
No. See,
in a plate
no.
carrier.
I'm telling you, if y'all do something dumb like that for me, I will haunt you.
No running.
Zero running. I want squat, bench, deadlift, 1 rep max. That's what I want out of everybody.
A lot of people
At the funeral, I want there to be a power rack next to the open casket so that I can watch everybody squat, bench, deadlift, 1 rep max.
Yeah, a lot of people will actually tie it to a date somehow. So I did one of my captains when I was stationed in Oklahoma. He did one for a Marine that he lost on a Mew. And the date was 8/17/21. No, 8/17/18, I believe. It was something
And so you do
8/5/17. So what it was you started with an 800-meter run.
Ew.
So that's a half mile, 5 pull-ups, and then 17
Ew.
burpees.
Disgusting.
He was 21 years old when he passed, so we did 21 rounds of that.
No.
It was 115 that day.
because I'm thinking, okay, 5. That's not that bad. But
No, it was
21
21
rounds of 5.
21 rounds of it.
Yeesh.
I
It
don't
was
think I can do 5
115
pull-ups.
degrees in Oklahoma that day, and somehow, no matter which direction you were running into the wind. Into the wind. And I don't know if you've ever been to Oklahoma. There's no mountains to stop the wind, so just the average wind speed down there on a Tuesday is what we would get a wind advisory for back here. So like 35 miles an hour.
I'd quit.
It wasn't fun.
Man.
I was sore for a week.
I'd be sore for I'd probably die.
Be doing a workout for you.
Yeah. If I do that workout for someone else, you're going to be doing a workout for me right after.
Yeah, I think my time came in at like 2 hours and 15 minutes, something like that.
No.
But we had a guy, he was an
Wow.
absolute stud. He
I mean,
came
that-
in at like an hour 45.
2
It
hours
was
and
insane.
15 isn't a bad half marathon time on top of doing all the others.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
We need to sub it an Allen stat.
Are Are you well?
She just elbowed the mic.
Why did you just
Faces when I caught her on camera and she freaked out.
you just gave my microphone a people's elbow?
She was like,
What?
What? Don't fall off my porch.
Hell yeah, brother. I had never heard that story. When Dave told it, I was like, that's actually pretty. That's pretty
Yeah.
fun. Don't you fall off my porch, son.
I love that story. Don't fall off my porch or I'll whoop your ass.
What?
So you wanted to hear a tip of the day, Alex?
Tip number 1, don't people's elbow
Yeah.
the mic.
For all the listeners,
this is a podcast,
What is the tip
so use your words.
today?
if you're having a bad day, just remember someone out there has dropped their phone on their face while lying down.
I do that about every day.
My point is
I
proven.
think we've found a cause.
Yeah. Hey, I've
Cause
got
and effect.
so I was reading an email that went out park wide, and somebody in
Government boy.
I think it was in Yellowstone had dropped their phone into a vault toilet, which is
Jesus.
basically just a big concrete outhouse, you know,
Ew. That's
And-
gone forever.
and
Yeah.
climbed in,
No.
climbed in to try to get it out, and then fell in
Not
Oh,
worth it.
no.
and was trapped for like 5 hours.
No.
And
No, stop, don't.
No, keep going. I think she's going to blow.
but it was like during the fall, and so it was kind of cold outside.
So there weren't as many people in the park?
Right. And not only was he stuck in that
Yes.
nastiness for 5 hours, but he was also becoming hypothermic.
Probably cold wet poo.
I mean, it was like,
It's cold in here.
could you think of like a more embarrassing way to go out if he'd have died in there? Like,
Wonder what kind of workout we'd do for him if that happened.
At least the cold, do you think it helped the smell? It's
No.
like everybody's.
oh, well.
Think about being. You've walked into a porta potty in the winter and you've walked into it in the summer. When it's
True.
baking, it's worse.
My question is, how fast do you think he got acclimated to the smell?
I would say when you're up to it in your like knee high, probably pretty quick.
I'm wondering if it's like a 3rd-degree burn, you know, like they say you don't feel it because it burns all the nerve endings. I kind of think it's like that. It's like
So,
they're just gone.
what I wanna know,
Never
when-
smell again. It's like
when he
having
fell
COVID.
in, did his head go under?
Oh,
I hope-
no! just imagine him coming out of the. Got in his mouth a little
Looking
bit.
like Joe Dirt. He's like, I got the poo on me.
Because if you unexpectedly fall in, something's getting in your mouth or something.
Yeah. And like, you know, like say if that happened to me at work, I would have to quit.
What do you think's worse, the smell or the taste?
Taste.
She wasn't fighting flies.
The memory.
Yeah. You can get the taste out of your mouth. You can get the smell out of your nose, but you can't get the memory out of your
Yeah,
head.
that would be the worst part.
Both the embarrassment and just the act of.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
dude had to quit.
I
mean,
would have. There's no way.
There's yeah.
What kind of nicknames you think you get from that?
Oh gosh.
Like,
They're like, there's the poop sickle.
there's old turd burglar. Takes old Michael's term, puddle pirate, to a whole new level.
He's a pirate of puddles.
Speaking of Michael, I saw he got on the NutriFit train.
He sure did.
We're gonna have. I feel like we're like a
A cult.
like
No. Storm.
the NutriFit storm.
We're going to take it by storm.
When's NutriFit going to get trend?
It's already in it.
It's in the
Not confirmed. Don't be mad
it's
at
in the
us.
bloodlust pump caps.
I have heard those are good.
They are good. Use code CalebCDay at checkout.
Get a discount.
I've been using Caleb E Day.
If you're lucky, they also
It
do,
went through.
They also do a lot of sales. So you can also use the discount code on top of sales sometimes. There's been a few times no. But
Yeah, it's never worked for me, but that doesn't mean it won't work for you.
10 out of 10 would recommend. Alex, you got anything to talk about?
Just look at her.
Hey, I would like to bring up. We hit 10,000 views on our YouTube channel,
What?
We're kind of a sensation, if you will.
but we only have a handful of followers on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
So if you guys are watching, go ahead and click that
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
We also had the same
Hit that
problem
bell.
for the audio only. We have a
Yeah.
lot of listens on the episodes, but no followers.
Yeah, we have a couple thousand listens, but we have just like 30 followers.
So if you want to make sure that you hear all of it or you get notified when there's new ones, all you got to do is follow. You'll get a neat little notification.
Yeah,
I think
so
if Caleb starts dressing up like an e-girl, you guys might get some more likes and subscribes.
I thought about it.
I mean, whatever it takes for the podcast.
Just do like a different fashion thing every time. Every week, just something new.
You're talking to somebody that's wearing green on green right now.
Wearing green on black. What are you talking about?
Green hat, green shirt, green attitude.
I am the Hulk.
You've not been to the gym for 3 weeks.
You're the Edward Norton version before he becomes the Hulk.
Oh, so I'm just Edward Norton.
He has been laying out of the gym lately. He looks like he's kind of thinned down a little bit.
Says the one.
Yeah, you on another cut?
Yeah.
Says the one that what?
I'm going to go win Mr. Knoxville. Psych. There's something else I was going to talk about, and I've already forgot what it was. Oh. What lifts are you planning on doing at the Kentucky Open?
I don't know.
Are you gonna go for the hacking or the
Lurcher?
Zercher
No.
again? No.
Yes, I will actually.
I was like, did you get frustrated?
Huh? Oh, the Vandel?
No. There you
Van
go.
Dam?
Damn.
Van Dam?
Van
Yes.
Dam. Yes.
That one.
It's named after Rob Van Dam.
We
the
got there.
wrestler.
It took us a minute, but we got there.
So
That one.
Have you practiced that one?
No, but I can do the split, so
well,
try my best.
Doing the
Way
splits and
further
doing
along.
the splits with weight is probably a little different.
she's
I
way
can
further
do-
along than I
I can do
am.
an oversplit, so
I don't know what an
I
It'll
don't
be
even know what that
okay.
is.
Let's
That
back up for a
that's
second.
past.
What's an oversplit?
like, so you're in a split. This is a split. So
Okay.
basically, your legs are just higher.
Yeah, it's a
Huh?
So, like,
it's a
your legs
split.
are elevated, and your
plus,
like the lower body's down.
Don't ever do that.
If I do that, I will be in the hospital for at least a week.
If I not just that, just the regular splits,
Yeah.
something would be torn.
Yeah.
That'd be
Some not things that shouldn't be torn will
Start
be torn.
stretching.
yeah. Well,
Stretching's my least favorite part of anything.
Why?
It's
What do you mean
miserable.
why?
No, it's fun. Stretching's fun.
No.
Said no one ever.
Said the same people that think Harry Potter is better than Lord of the Rings.
same people that think Gollum has floppy ears.
I'm just saying you might want to be glad that David's not here because David would for sure wear you out.
Why?
Big Lord of the Rings fan, that one.
No.
Yeah.
And he's a little more harsh than we are.
Yeah.
We're frozen.
That's fine. It'll fix in a second.
Yeah, it'll buff.
He also has a fresh haircut. I've never seen him with short hair
Who?
Dave.
until recently.
Oh, Dave cut his hair?
Yeah.
He's looking all suave.
How am I supposed to tell if he's still using that 3-in-1 shampoo?
Guarantee he hasn't changed anything.
Well, that's why he had to do it. Is he swapped to your hair care, and next thing you know,
Yeah.
No, Dad, you're balding.
oh, he's been listening to your hair care probably.
No, he uses a 3-in-1.
Well, on that
The
note,
red and
we've reached the end of our show.
what a note to stop on.
Before she gets down that rabbit hole of hair care
I've already been
products,
down that rabbit hole.
I will say
Yeah.
though
Go
that
again.
that YouTube video did pretty well.
Yeah. So if you want to hear her take on hair care or breathless hair care, if you will, just visit the episode Breathless Hair Care.
What else are we talking about? Clowns. We talked about clowns.
Yeah.
So
Want to
anyways,
hear about hair care and clowns? Go to that episode.
it's
I
true.
think that's all we. No, we talked about other things than that.
Yeah.
True.
That was just like the
Anybody got anything else?
stuff.
Going once,
I'm good.
twice.
Dad, do the Yeti sound.
What?
Do the Yeti sound.
Woo! That's, no, that wasn't it.
Now do the floppy eared Gollum.
We'll take it.
That was the skunk ape.
This- That's a grass man for sure.
That's a Yahoo.
Yep. All right. The iron never lies to you. You can walk outside and listen to all kinds of talk, get told that you're a god or a total bastard. The iron will always kick you the real deal. The iron is the great reference point, the all-knowing perspective giver, always there like a beacon in the pitch black. Henry Rollins.
Words are hard.
Yeah.